Hong Kong, and we will continue to stand strong. Joe Biden? Well, Joe Biden pretends to be tough on China. But the reality is that Joe Biden has helped China all along the way, obtaining most favored nation status in the World Trade Organization. And the Obama administration did nothing when Joe Biden was vice president to prevent the outsourcing of millions of jobs and manufacturing to that communist nation. And President Donald Trump has stood for our highest ideals at home and abroad. It was President Donald Trump who withdrew America from the job-killing Paris Climate Accord and saved thousands of American jobs. Joe Biden wants to join the Paris Climate Accord again, placing a crushing weight on American businesses and the American economy. I mean, under President Trump, the United States has actually achieved energy independence, no longer relying on the Middle East for oil, and now America is a net exporter of energy for the first time in 75 years. Joe Biden would destroy our fossil fuel industry, return to the war on coal, prevent the development of America's immense energy reserves, and impose a regime of climate change regulations on literally every new building in the United States, every home, every business, that would drastically increase the cost of living for families and the cost of businesses at the cost of jobs. And where President Trump has increased choices and competition in health care and achieved a historic decline in the cost of prescription drugs, Joe Biden supports a government takeover of health care that would set us on an inexorable path to socialized medicine. And President Donald Trump believes in a strong border for the United States of America. As our president said many times, if you don't have borders, you don't have a nation. As we stand here today, I'm proud to report we've already built more than 200 miles of that border wall on the southern border of the United States. And we've stood without apology for the courageous men and women of Customs and Border Protection and ICE every day. Joe Biden is for open borders. Their agenda calls for an end to deportations, support for sanctuary cities, and free lawyers and free health care for illegal immigrants, all paid for by American taxpayers. It's extraordinary. And closer to home, this president has been a champion for allowing every parent to choose where their children goes to school, regardless of their income or area code. President Donald Trump stands for school choice. And here in Wisconsin, the birthplace of the school choice movement in America, you deserve to know. Joe Biden would take away the right of parents to choose where their children go to school, public, private, or parochial. So you need to tell your neighbors and friends, Joe Biden wants to end school choice. Those are the facts. But it's not just been about our economy and about defending American jobs and health and educational opportunities. I couldn't be more proud to be vice president to a president who has stood without apology for the sanctity of human life. By contrast, Joe Biden supports taxpayer funding of abortion, repealing the Hyde Amendment, ending a Mexico City policy that prevents federal funding from supporting abortions around the world. And Joe Biden even supports late-term abortion, allowing innocent unborn children to be aborted right up to the moment of birth. So it's about our economy. It's about our well-being. It's about our values. But it's also about the security of our nation at home. And let me say, don't ever doubt, President Donald Trump and this administration stand with the men and women of law enforcement. The President and I know that men and women who put on the uniform of law enforcement every day are the best of us.